Hello, DSST Perspective families. My name is Rebecca Bloch, and I'm the school director here at Aurora Science and Tech. I'm so excited to welcome you to our virtual open house to share a little bit about our school and community with you. So we have a couple of goals for this time together today. I would love to share with you information about Aurora Science and Tech and DSST. I want to share our unique approach to education, to academics, to school culture and activities that we offer here. I want to make sure you understand how the application process works. And finally, I want you to know how to reach out to me or someone on my team should you have any questions. So we'll do a quick presentation and then I'll make sure you have email addresses, website information for you to do some exploring and learn more. So again, my name is Rebecca or Becca Bloch. I am the school director, which is a fancy way of saying principal here at AST, Aurora Science and Tech. We are the Owls. There's some pictures here of me with my family, of myself when I graduated students from a high school in Chicago, and then the picture in the bottom of me in an owl costume for when we went to virtual learning in 2019. And a picture of me graduating some students when I was the school director at our DSST Cole campus, and all of those students are now juniors in college. So I really love education. I really love working within DSST, and it has been a pride and joy of mine to lead our Aurora Science and Tech campus for the past 3 years. So who are we at AST? We have a couple of really key hallmarks to our community. One, we really believe in community and think for middle school students in particular, community is a really important part of them figuring out their identity as they move through these teenage years. We have a really deep commitment to our core values. I'll talk about that in a second. And we really believe in the importance of relationships between teachers and students, between students and their peers, between administration and students and teachers. Relationships kind of undergird all the work we do here at AST. We also have really high expectations for students, and we couple that with high support. So we have a high bar for how students should learn, how they should act in school and treat each other respectfully, but we couple that with a lot of high support. So yes, we have a high academic bar, but we're going to help your student get there. We also deeply believe in this idea of 100% college readiness, meaning that by the time your student leaves us in 12th grade, we believe deeply that they should have a lot of options in front of them, including an option to go to college. And so we'll talk about that in a second, but 100% of DSST graduates have been accepted into one or more colleges or universities. And then we really want your child to be deeply known. I have children myself, and when I send them to school, I want their teachers and administrators to know them and know about their unique gifts and talents, in addition to how they perform academically. So I mentioned our core values earlier. Here are our 6 core values: respect, responsibility, courage, curiosity, integrity, and doing your best. We believe these values fit almost every type of person that we have at AST and at DSST, and that they transcend race or religion or socioeconomic status, and there are things that we can all kind of really grasp onto as we work to build a better school and a better society. So all students deserve an excellent education, and at AST we really make that come to life. I talked about relationships earlier, but we also couple that with a really strong academic program to make sure that they're on a college prep track. We have a unique program called Advisory, and in Advisory there's a small group of students paired with a teacher, and that teacher is really the in-school contact. That teacher will be the person who will communicate with you at home. That teacher will be the person who will check in on their grades or notice if they're having a rough start to the day, and we think that really helps ground our school community. We also have a small school model. At most, we'll have about 450 students, so 150 students per grade level, and that's really done intentionally so that every kid can be really deeply known. We offer a lot of mental health support. We have 2 social workers on our campus, ready to help with student concerns and help kids navigate really challenging parts of life that they're going through. And then we offer after-school tutoring as another way to help kids really get that excellent education. So AST is a partnership between Aurora Public Schools and DSST Public Schools, and we will grow to be a fully built-out 6 through 12 campus. This is our first year being a fully built-out 6 through 8 campus. Next year, our high school will launch, and by the time your 6th graders are ready to be in 9th grade, the school will be fully built out. We'll grow 1 grade a year until then. We're located right on the Anschutz Medical Campus, on the corner kind of Peoria and Fitzsimmons, as you can see in the map. And we have a huge banner on the side of our school, so if you take a drive by, you can't miss us, right across from the Fitzsimmons Light Rail Station. So here are some pictures of our community, and I want to, just re-stamp that it is really important to us that by the time our AST students get to be seniors, that they have lots of opportunities in front of them, one being that they have been accepted into multiple colleges and universities, and so that if they choose to attend, that's an option for them. Our alumni attend some of the best schools, both in Colorado and across the country. Here you can see a smattering of schools that our students have been accepted to, and we feel really proud of their hard work and proud of our ability to help prepare them for a rigorous post-secondary education. We also have a super unique opportunity, being that we are co-located on the Anschutz campus, on the Anschutz Medical Campus. And so we do a lot of things because of that unique opportunity. We have a speaker series where Anschutz medical professionals come and speak to our students and share their learnings, and students can ask them questions. We do immersive projects such as a robotics team, and making sure we have just like hands-on experiences for kids to really experience science, engineering, math, and technology. We'll do field trips, we'll have a science fair, and we're really excited about the summer programs that we'll offer to kids in collaboration with the Anschutz Medical Campus. And then when students are a little bit older and as we start to build this partnership, we are really hopeful that we'll have opportunities for our students to actually work and go visit what labs on the Anschutz Medical Campus. And we're hopeful that in 11th grade, when our students have internships, that the majority of those will happen on campus. We also offer a lot of extracurriculars. We know that school is important, but it's also really important for kids to find some of their passions while they're in middle school. So here are some sports that we offer: soccer, volleyball, cross country, flag football, basketball, cheerleading, and possibly some others as student interest and coaching abilities present themselves. And then we have a lot of after-school clubs. They vary from trimester to trimester depending on what teachers are interested in sponsoring what clubs and what kids are interested in having at school. So again, we talked a little bit about culture and community, but we are a small community where every kid is deeply known. Part of that is through daily advisory, where we will sometimes have morning meetings, we will sometimes have lessons for kids, they'll sometimes check their grades, and sometimes they'll do team building. So we try to really mix it up, what we're doing in that advisory time. Morning meetings are a time for our whole community to come together and either celebrate or talk about current event issues, or share who has won the Owl of the Week, or do competitions. And it's a really fun time for our school to get together. We talked about after-school activities, including tutoring, clubs, and sports. And then we really pride ourselves in having a really safe environment for students. There's a zero tolerance policy for bullying. We work on restorative justice practices, where if there is a conflict between a teacher and a student, or a student and a peer, we really bring them together to try to solve those problems internally. And then we also do really fun things like spirit weeks and dances, and you can see a picture here of some of our students at Skate City a few years ago, just celebrating and having fun, because we want students to feel like this is their community and their safe space. So a typical day at Aurora Science and Tech looks like about 30 minutes in advisory. Maybe we'll have a morning meeting that happens usually twice a week. They have a longer literacy block and a longer math block, and then a little slightly shorter science, social studies, electives, periods in their day. The electives we have at AST this year are art, PE, and STEM, and we have really great instructors really helping kids tap into their passions outside kind of our academic curriculum. And then we usually do 45 minutes of after-school clubs, athletics, and tutoring. So here are some logistics. Our school day runs from 8:45 to 3:25, and on Wednesdays we end at 2 so that we can have staff development time for our staff to come together and have a staff meeting and work on whatever we need to talk about as a team. Our school calendar will closely match other DSST schools and will also closely but not perfectly match Aurora Public Schools. We provide lunch and breakfast at school, but transportation is not provided. And so that is something you should think about as you think about if AST is the right fit for you and your family. As of now, we do not have a bus route, and you would think about, can my student take the city bus? Could they take the light rail, which is right across the street from us? Or could I drive them? Or am I comfortable with them being put in a carpool? We talked about after-school activities. We do require a uniform. That is the polo you see here on the screen. And then solid color bottoms that are not jean. So black pants, khaki pants, blue pants, and then shoes don't matter. They can wear whatever shoes they want as long as they're not sandals. We do not currently provide before care or after care for students, so that's a transition for many families as you go from elementary to middle school. We have adult supervision outside starting around 7:10 in the morning, and again, we do have clubs and sports, but the dismissal time is 3:25 for regular dismissal, and then 4:30 or 4:45 depending on the club or the sport. And there's no tuition. There is a school fee that we charge every year to help keep the lights on, but we will always work with families on payment plans and different options, and we never want costs to be a barrier. So here's how the application process works. Applications for our lottery will open this winter in kind of late January. It will be administered, this lottery, independently. You should know that if you are a resident of Aurora or APS, you will get first priority, and Denver residents would get second priority. We'll then notify you of your status by mail, email, and text sometime in March, and then we'll open a round 2 for the lottery depending on how big our wait list is and how much interest we have. And then any family that is accepted, you'll see me again so I can talk through orientation so you can hear more in detail about our programs, about our dress code, about what you need to do to prepare for your student to start with us in the fall of 2022. And so that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching if you made it till the end. You can see a couple emails at the bottom of your screen. Again, I am Rebecca Bloch. I'm the principal or school director here at AST. And then you see Karina Rodriguez. She is our front office manager, and she is a wealth of knowledge and would be happy to answer any questions you had. So please feel free to email either one of us, or you can contact the school by calling the number on the screen. And we also invite you to visit us on social media. We have a really robust Instagram account, which you can find at Aurora_science_tech. I think that will give you kind of a good glimpse into what the day-to-day student and staff experience is like at AST. You can also visit our website or our Facebook page, and then you can follow DSST on Twitter if you're interested in doing that. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. That's what we're here for, to answer. We know that picking a school for your student is a really important, it's just really important to find the right fit for your kid. And so we want to make sure that you feel really good if AST feels like a good fit for you. So we never feel bothered by questions or phone calls, and really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.